So next is the output characteristic. So output characteristic, we now will draw the output characteristic for NPN transistor. So output characteristic means we will draw the voltage and current relation in the output circuit. That means in the base and collector region. In the base and collector region, we will draw the voltage and current relationship. So when we will take the output characteristic, at that time the input current should be constant. While taking the input characteristic, the output voltage is constant, but when we take the output characteristic, that at that time the input current should be constant. Okay, so for output characteristic, first we will connect the circuit. So input is always forward bias and the output is always reverse bias. This is the P base. Base has connected to the positive, that means it is forward bias. Then across the emitter there is a resistor. So this is our circuit diagram. So according to this circuit diagram, we will connect the components in this trainer. Okay, so the base is always forward bias. This is the input side, base is forward bias, and the emitter there is a resistor. So we have connected the emitter with a resistor. Then the resistor will be connected with the current meter. And the current meter will be connected with the source negative. Now the input side is forward bias, and now we will connect the output side. The output is always reverse bias. The output is collector and base, it should be reverse bias. So we will connect the base is a P type material. So we will connect the negative of the supply. This is a supply, negative supply to the base. This is the negative. The negative will be connected with the base, and a voltmeter also, it will be connected parallel across the base and collector junction. So voltmeter, let's take this voltmeter. So we have connected the voltmeter positive to the collector terminal, voltmeter positive to the collector terminal, and voltmeter negative to the base terminal. That means the voltmeter is parallel with the output circuit or across the collector base. Then there is a resistor at the collector terminal. This is represented by RC. So now we have connected the the output emitter with the collector terminal, and the positive of the supply through the emitter and through the resistor with the collector terminal. That means the collector is reverse bias. This is the positive terminal, it has connected with the collector, that means it is reverse bias. So now I will draw the output characteristic. For output characteristic, the input current is constant. So we have supplied the power to the trainer. Now we make the input current constant. So let's take input current IE at 1 milliampere. So this represents IE. This is the IE. So IE is at 1 milliampere. So input current is constant. Input current is constant at 1 milliampere. So when input current is constant, we will draw the output characteristic. So this is the output current and output voltage. So we will go on increase the voltage and draw the characteristic. So when we increase the voltage across the output, there is a small change in current. There is a small current change in current, about 1 milliampere current, 1 or in between 1 and 2, in between 1 and 2 milliampere current. There is a current which remains same when we reach the maximum value of the applied voltage. By this source, when we apply the maximum source voltage, the current remains at 1.5 milliampere, and this value remains constant up to the maximum of the supply voltage. When we decrease the voltage, the current comes to 0, but when we increase the voltage, goes on increasing, this at this point the current is at 1.5 milliampere, but when we reach the maximum value of the voltage also, the current is at 1.5 milliampere. That means the current line should be a parallel with the x-axis. So this is for 1 milliampere of the input current. So next we change the current to 2 milliampere. So now the input current or emitter current is at 2 milliampere. So when the emitter current is at 2 milliampere, we will draw the characteristic. We will define the relationship between current and voltage. So we increase the voltage. There is a very little change in the current, so just above 1 milliampere and less than 2 milliampere. So it is, let's take it 1.5 milliampere. 1.5 milliampere for input when the input current is at 2 milliampere, and we have supplied up to the maximum voltage of the supply. So when we have supplied maximum voltage also, the current still it at 1.5 milliampere. At the maximum voltage of the output also, the current still remains at 1.5 milliampere. So that it represents that the value of the output current is always same. It is 1.5 milliampere. Always same value. We are getting the same value of 1.5 milliampere when we goes on increase the output voltage. The current always remains same. So that means the current axis it is more parallel to the x-axis. The current axis, the output current will be parallel to the x-axis because the value remains constant, nearly constant. So this is the reading we have noticed the reading. So for current 1 milliampere, when we increase the voltage beyond 1 volt, the current remains at 1.5 milliampere. For input current 2 milliampere also, when we increase the voltage 1 or more than 1, the current remains same at 1.5 milliampere. So always the current remains same when we increase the voltage more than 1 volt. So this represents the parallel line of the current of the output characteristic. So this is all about our input and output characteristic of common